Building an airplane is no joke. It's one hell of a process. It's a story, and the beauty of building an experimental plane from a kit is that it's your story. Over the last 12 months, we've been telling our build story. As we approach the finish line of any major milestone in life, I find it important to look back to where we started to appreciate the progress. For the last several years, I've been on the hunt for a cross-country plane to reach far destinations, to see family, friends, and new places with ease. By far, my favorite type of flying is technical IFR cross-country. It's a good challenge, it demands discipline, and when done right, it's super safe and predictable. I wanted a plane that would fulfill that mission. 4 seats is a must, good fuel economy, ease of maintenance, and a tried and true airframe. Experimental is the ultimate dream, but in the certified world, I kept coming back to the Mooney 201. I have a lot of time in the 201s. They're wonderful planes with great fuel economy, plenty of space, a bulletproof Lycoming, and a proven airframe. Chelsea and I were on the hunt for the right Mooney 201 for nearly a year, until we started learning about a 4-seat airplane in the experimental world that checks all of those boxes and more. Sling Aircraft is a grassroots company born out of Johannesburg, South Africa. And the more we researched, the more apparent it became to us how proven these aircraft really are. The original Sling was a 2-seater, conceptualized in 2006, developed in 2008, and hit the market in 2009. Mike Blythe and James Pittman demonstrated the performance and endurance by taking their first Sling 2 around the world in 40 days. The success of the Sling 2 led to the development of the Sling 4 in 2011. It's a stretch Sling 2 with bigger wings, a back seat, and a bigger engine. At the time, it was a Rotax 914. Fast forward to 2018, Sling Aircraft announced the Sling TSI. A faster, more powerful, and more efficient rendition of the Sling 4, with more sleek wings, all-around airframe improvements, and a Rotax 915 IS. Finally, in 2020, Sling released a beast of a new airplane, the Sling Highwing. Offered in both trike or tailwheel configurations, especially when paired with the new Rotax 916 IS, this airplane is a long-awaited answer to the industry's dreams. The Highwing and the TSI are true 4-seat airplanes, with enough leftover payload for bags and fuel, over 140 knots in cruise or faster if you go up high, and nearly 1,000 nautical miles of range with the extended range tanks. Both of these planes check all of our boxes, but how do they even fly? And if we're going to go with a Sling, which one would really be best for us? We're back at the craziness of LAX. Can't say I missed it. I never get over the miracle of flight. It's super cool to be able to just get in a plane and go that fast. But speaking of the miracle of flight, that's why we're here.
It is, and hoping to start skipping the airlines on these longer distance cross countries for the foreseeable future.
The funny thing is, Chelsea and I had differing opinions as to which airplane we prefer. I was leaning toward the TSI. We have so much time in high wings already, and while we love it, I like the idea of a sleek, faster low wing. Chelsea, on the other hand, loved the idea of the high wing. It's a little bit bigger inside and has an unbeatable view out the windows. After flying both planes that we preferred first to Catalina Island with Matt and Jean, we switched planes and flew back to Torrance, and I think the law of recency kicked in.
Some canvas have all the colours of paint. No, you can stay on the canvas. Yeah. Remember, I don't know if we recall at the beginning, Matt and my job was to say, he was to say you that and I was to say you this.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think from what I can see, both of you were in your corners, and after the flight, I think both of you.
Yeah. What we ended on, right?
You're not in your corners anymore.
So now you guys have to say which ones you want.
All right, 3, 2. 1. We airlined back home, wildly impressed, but again, undecided. Chelsea fell in love with the way the TSI flew and felt, but I fell in love with the unrestricted view in space in the high wing. We discussed it at length, and we were actually about to get the process started in ordering a high wing kit. It has a bigger baggage door, more rear space. The high wing is just better for filming, especially without the wing strut. I would like to see the numbers for the high wing in terms of, quotes and everything, because I know that y'all's kit prices are at least different. Right after that, perhaps divine intervention stepped in to nudge us to reconsider. Matt called us about 2 weeks after our previous visit and asked if we'd like to join them in flying the TSI and the high wing up to British Columbia for a Rotax event. We of course said yes, airlined back across the country, and prepped both planes to migrate north.
We just checked the system and we have great oxygen and we both feel good.
Delta 8960 traffic 11 o'clock and 5 miles northbound. The flight is due, slings at 15,500.
After a weekend of epic scenery and amazing flying, we started the cruise back to California, this time with myself in the TSI and Chelsea in the high wing. And it was on that return trip, looking out the left window from 15,000 feet at the majesty of the American West. It felt like the daydream living in my head on repeat for years had manifested in that moment. A fast cross-country plane, high altitude, sipping fuel, tons of range. This is it. I shared that sentiment with Chelsea on the return flight east, and we both agreed. We want to build a Sling TSI.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, how you doing?
We are good. We are good.
Let me say hi quickly.
There you go.
Hi!
Good to see you.
Good, likewise, man. Good. So, all those, that big black space, there was all these kits.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
It's a lot of offloading, but I'm going to walk you up. I think all the kits are out now. Your aeroplane takes up half of that space.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Those kits over there, and those kits over there, and those kits over there all took up the space.
Wow.
They're all very well screwed in and everything. It's quite a thing.
Oh, they secured him in.
There's the
It's
fuselage.
brutally cutting up all the wood. But that's your baby over there.
Oh, man.
Gosh.
Yes.
Oh,
I
man,
mean,
that's exciting.
amazing. It is. It's very exciting. I mean, so this they're going to be cutting a bit more wood in that. I don't know if you guys want to get going. Josh is making. There's Josh.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Okay. Sweet.
Yep. Josh is doing, good quality footage. You're going to have nice stuff.
Well, we're gonna head that way in the next couple of weeks. We're gonna coordinate with you all and with Mario, and we cannot wait to be back there with you guys. And thank you
That's
for showing
great.
us that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really exciting to get eyes on it. Like that's the actual plane. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes, that's great, man. We'll send you some more stuff when it's all out.
Perfect.
Oh my
Sounds
gosh.
great, Jean.
Take care, man.
All right,
Thank you
thanks
for
a bunch.
everything.
Speak soon. Stay
We'll-
flying.
We'll see you, Jean.
Bye.
Okay. Cheers. Bye.
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 Oh my god! I had a little tear in my eye.
To see that's the actual plane. That's the actual plane sandwiched in the jigs in the crate there. That's gonna be the new plane. That's awesome. And so it begins. We made the interstate journey to the West Coast and dove into the assisted build of our magic carpet. We started with the wings, ailerons, flaps, wingtips, camera mounts, countless rivets. The empennage was next, vertical and horizontal stabilizers, the elevator, and finally, the rudder. When you order the quick build kit, the fuselage is already started. So the next step is firewall prep, mounting accessories, the battery box, oil tank, and building the cabin heater. And at the end of week 3, we uncrated the heart of our airplane, and we hoisted and hung the Rotax 916 IS on the motor mounts. Weeks 4 and 5 covered more engine prep and building the firewall forward fuel system to include the gascolator, redundant fuel pumps, and the main fuel filter. Finally, week 6 involved fabricating battery cables, fuel and oil hoses, wiring the interior cabin for cameras, and we reached the point where it was time to pull the airplane out into the sunshine to mate the wings for the first time. The wings, of course, are only temporarily mounted at this stage, so we can get an accurate fitment of the wing root and empennage fairings. While only temporary, this visual gives us a glimpse into the very near future. At this point in the story, we took a sabbatical. The airplane is ready for the painting process, and honestly, we haven't selected a scheme or even colors yet. We have a little bit of time because there are a couple of airplanes in line to get painted before us. So while Chelsea and I leave California to work on other projects over the summer, we have some decisions to make.
I'm gonna go ahead and share my software, and then I'm gonna start pulling them up.
Perfect.
Okay.
We can just go from there then.
Yeah.
We were thinking that gray color-ish potentially as the main base.
Okay.
And then the white as the accent. And then the blue as the main color.
Mm-hmm. That color is kind of inspired by a couple different things. We've seen like a couple Subarus that have a really similar color to that, and then a big one that caught our eye is that's a color that's on a Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. It's like only available on that trim package, and
Cool.
it's a really pretty trim, like pearl blue.
Look at that.
Looks a little lighter there, but of course that's not the exact color.
That looks amazing though. I like the white.
I like the white too.
Like so many people are doing the white as the base, and that looks really pretty.
In my opinion, the blue is a little too light.
So this is our main argument. This is why we told people the wedding was canceled.
Yeah, we were like,
As a
Yeah.
joke, we were like, we can't decide on colors for
Mm-hmm.
the plane,
Aw.
so we decided to cancel the wedding. I love that light color. Like that sings to me. Josh likes it a little darker.
Have you seen her Cessna 150?
No, I
Pictures
haven't.
of it? Well, that's the color of it. It's like a metallic baby blue kind of.
Aw.
So yeah, the swatch looks a little bit darker than the rendering there, but we can iron out like the exact color.
I think it's just, mainly ironing out which design.
Yeah, if we just get the colors close.
If you choose a color that you really like, they're gonna just match it to the color of the paint line that they will use. So sometimes you won't end up using that exact color, but it is a really good idea just to get an idea somehow, some way of the color that you like, regardless of the paint manufacturer.
Yeah.
So that would be my recommendation first.
Okay.
Just look at colors in general. Don't focus on the paint manufacturer, because then that will come to me and then Edwin and Carlos and all the airplane factory team to match it and make sure it's in the paint that they will use, if that makes sense.
Got it. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go. What do you think about this one?
I like that a lot. Silence.
I was about to say, what do you
I think
think?
it will look amazing, metallic for sure.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
nice. I like that blue has like it's softer. It's like a little bit of a softer instead of like a, very bold.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I really like that blue as well.
I like that blue a lot.
Which one would be the base for this one?
The dark blue as the main color, where you have the blue currently. And then the light blue would be where the white is.
Could we see those colors on number 1?
Yeah. Let's see.
And are these also getting saved?
Yes.
Okay.
Trust me, I don't do anything without saving. I've had Illustrator crash on me way too many times.
Oh no. There's like a couple key things about design number 4 that I really liked. as opposed to design number 1. That
I like that.
That looks
I like
actually
that a
really
lot.
good. That looks really good.
Throw this in the silver too, just so we can see.
Yeah. We collaborated with Evoke Aircraft Design to bring our inspiration to the table and adapt the ideas to bring our dream together, though we don't even know what that looks like yet. Ultimately, we zeroed in on a scheme that definitely felt like the winner, and now it was time to choose colors. We decided on the base and secondary trim pretty quickly, but what would be that main bold color? We finally made the decision on all 3 colors, sent the numbers off to the airplane factory, and while we finished up our summer projects, Carlos got to work on the next plane in the paint booth line, our Sling TSI. It's October 1st, and we're westbound again to continue the build. But this time, we aim to finish it. Week 8 of the build is the portion that I've been looking forward to the most. The instrument panel and the avionics are the pilot's interface to this flying machine. Building an experimental airplane means you can customize the aircraft in just about any way you want. And installing the avionics is where I feel the aircraft truly starts to become uniquely yours. And we collaborated with Midwest panel builders to make that happen and completely deck this airplane out for IFR, long cross-country flying, and filming.
So a lot of this stuff is already pre-trimmed, so we don't have as much to clean up as we once did, which is great.
Giving it a trial fit.
Yep, see, fits nice.
That is beautiful.
But now look and see all the space we have for a USB there.
Oh yeah, okay.
So right here is the GAD 29, so I'd want to keep a little forward of that.
In week 9, we're in the 90% done, 90% to go phase. Details of the panel and accessories are coming together. We're making little tweaks and sorting out any issues, and finally, the interior is starting to go in. That's probably my least favorite part.
Yep.
He said gluing the carpet into the baggage area gets really tedious because there are such tight spaces with tight curves and bevels and corners that we have to shove the carpet into and make sure you thoroughly get glue in there to get this stuff to stick properly and make it look really nice. We're gonna have their guidance. We're working under the guidance of everybody here at the airplane factory this whole time. But today was really just sitting at that table all day. We broke for lunch and left for a little bit. With our apartment lease ending in 3 weeks, we discovered a discrepancy in week 13 of the build that could mean postponing the maiden flight, and thus derailing all of our plans to leave with the plane on time. At some point, when this engine's paper trail began from either Rotax or an engine distributor before it came to the United States, the last digit of the serial number was written or typed as a 6, but it was supposed to be a 0. That subsequently made all of the service bulletin and AD checks against the paperwork return clear before the engine came out of the crate here in the United States. Chelsea was jotting down some numbers of components and accessories for our own records, and she noticed the serial number in the paperwork that came with the engine didn't match the physical data plate. That one mistyped digit made the difference of 2 service bulletins that we now know need to be checked, and our motor failed one of them. That means, at the very least, the engine has to come off to have a major component swapped. Even though Sling didn't make the clerical error, they jumped to make it right. They keep brand new engines in stock and unassigned for this exact scenario. They motioned to swap our motor for one that's all clear and ready for install, so the old engine can go under the knife in a non-rushed fashion to become airworthy. Chelsea and I gave the green light on that plan, so unexpectedly, in week 13, we have an engine to install. The big lesson here for all of us is to not assume that the records and entries completed before you are accurate. One little typo from the other side of the world could have cost us a lot of money, not to mention safety, once this airplane was flying. We all make mistakes. Trust, but verify. Then have someone else verify. Then verify it again. With the new engine installed and pretty much getting back to where we were before this, we're putting the finishing touches on the Sling, including installing what I consider to be the most important feature on board this entire airplane: All right, Ken is down there under the panel installing a couple more riv nuts, and the BRS parachute just got installed. So this is the black cable that comes from the panel where the red handle is on the instrument panel. That's right there. So that's the deployment handle. You yank that and it pulls the cable through and it detonates the rocket. This hopefully will never ever come out of this cage until it's time to repack it. But if it does, its purpose will be to save our lives. Dividing out the keys. That's a good moment. The plastic's off the glass. Just divvied up the keys, so we have 2 sets of keys, and we just got a blessing from maintenance. Engine's ready to start. He said start it, and then bring it to us after the first couple runs, and let's check it out, make sure everything's okay.
I can grab some seat covers for you guys.
I remember sitting in the demo TSI at Oshkosh that has the same interior, obviously a very different paint scheme, and dreaming of what it would be like to own one of these things. And this is ours. 101 Alpha Victor.
Engine start, we are chalked.
Okay.
Parking brake set. Clear!
Clear prop. Low pressure. We've got fuel pressure. The first couple of engine runs were nearly flawless. Maintenance came over to check everything out. They liked what they saw, so they cleared us to go do a full run-up and magnetometer calibration. We taxied back to the build center with very few squawks, and the team began preparing the airplane for transport to French Valley, where we'll reassemble the airplane for the last time. The reason we have to transport the plane to another airport to begin Phase 1 test flying has to do with the regulations about where you can test fly an experimental airplane. Among others, the 2 main reasons are ground congestion and airspace. Torrance is way too populated to be taking off, flying, and landing planes that are likely to have squawks and problems. That's what test flying's all about. Additionally, we can't test fly within the lateral boundaries of a Bravo airspace. So, the airplane factory's go-to is French Valley.
Good?
Yeah. For those of you who are already pilots, this goes back to one of the first things you learned about pre-flight inspections. For those of you who don't fly, at least yet, every airplane needs to have on board what we call the aero documents: airworthiness certificate, registration, operating handbook or manual, and the weight and balance. The airplane is already registered, and we've received the official slip from the FAA. The Sling TSI pilot's operating handbook is in the seat back pocket, and in the cover of it is the weight and balance sheet for this specific airplane. The only thing we're missing is the airworthiness certificate. In order to get an airworthiness certificate, we have to file some paperwork to apply for one with the FAA, and we'll meet with the designated airworthiness representative, or DAR, to go over and inspect the entire aircraft before it's declared airworthy.
What is today's date?
Today is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. He gave this airplane an inspection, one long, thorough look over. Ultimately, he finished everything up and cut us an airworthiness certificate. Feeling very good, relieved. Like that page turned. Now it's time to take this airplane into the air and start really getting to experience what this airplane is going to be like and work through issues. We won't kid ourselves. This is when the troubleshooting starts. This is when we start taking notes of all the little squawks, control tweaks, avionics, errors, and all that kind of stuff. Now we start taking notes, start experiencing this airplane flying in the sky. It hasn't set in yet, though. I don't think this whole thing, the finality of this whole project is going to set in until we are leaving California with Millie in the back and all of our stuff, cameras running, and we're cruising over the mountains bound for Austin, Texas, my hometown, to see my family for Christmas before we head home. I think that is when the finality of this whole thing is going to set in.
Basically, what we're going to get down to here is the phase 1 flight testing. And it's going to be, you can do it in one of two ways. You can do it in accordance with the task space, or you can do 40 hours and 40 takeoffs and landings. In our experience, 40 takeoffs and landings actually don't work as well because we're not trying anything new. This airplane is almost nothing experimental.
Jean has test flown a lot of airplanes in his life, and he'll be the one to guide us through the first couple of flights in November 101 Alpha Victor. I'll go up with him first, and then Chelsea immediately after. We're doing a task-based program for the test flying, so there's no set amount of time required, as long as all items are tested and recorded at least once. Though there's certainly a common sense time requirement for testing a brand new airplane and engine. In the case of Sling, they allot 10 hours for Phase 1, then another 15 hours of testing beyond Phase 1, along with a 25-hour service before they release the airplane from their care. With the airworthiness certificate added to the aero documents, appropriate logbook entries done, and several successful full-power engine runs and inspections, we're ready to take this airplane into the sky for the first time.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Airport, inbound runway 36, French Valley.
It's seen the sun, now it just needs to see the sky.
That's right. French Valley traffic, experimental Sling 101 Alpha Victor is departing runway 36. We're going to be a right turnout box climb over the airport, French Valley. All right, both fuel pumps, both lanes. We're going to use all available runway.
Hey Josh,
We're maneuvering
do your
over
thing.
Billy Joe.
All right.
4,500. Over Lake's gonna have 4,500. We'll be looking out for you guys.
Runway 36. Ready?
Ready, sir.
Brakes
Enjoy.
off.
French Valley traffic, Archer 76 Quebec, turning right, crosswind for runway 36. French Valley traffic.
Takeoff power is set.
Alright, RPM's good.
Speed.
She flies.
Power.
Yeah,
Compare.
it feels perfect, yes?
Feels great.
Go for it. Troop. Put sky between us and the ground.
French Valley traffic,
man.
Cherokee 80853, 5 miles.
Everything's looking good.
The airport.
You can pull back the RPM a little bit
on
just to
altitude.
get that.
Running inbound, running 36. French Valley.
Pull that power back just a little bit. We're above VY. I'm going to take flaps up.
Cool. And have you got visual on him?
Yep.
Everything's looking perfect.
French Valley traffic.
All right, I'm going to pull back to 55.
We're about 5 miles out to the south. We're 3,900. Correction, 5 miles to the north. Heading
Just a little
southbound,
below.
3,900.
Yeah.
And boy, does she climb.
I mean, look at that. Just look at it. It's just like, without even trying, sitting at 1,000 feet a minute.
French Valley traffic, 89 X-ray, about 4 miles south. Make straight in, runway 36. French Valley.
So you got your area?
Yep.
8 miles that way, 30 miles that way.
Okay.
French Valley traffic, Archer 76 Quebec, on final for runway 36.
Well, congratulations, Josh. This is a big moment. I mean, it's short sinking in slowly.
285, we're coming up, beam the approach in 1.
Sinking in slowly.
3,900, transitioning southbound.
I was telling Chelsea I don't think it's truly going to sink in until we're flying with Millie in the back on the way home.
Job done.
Job done. I'm glad we met you guys. This has been quite the adventure.
We are ecstatic that we met you guys and we've connected up some dots to make a pretty picture.
I think so.
2,400. Now turning westbound for 45 entry to right downwind for the 36 French Valley.
All right, I'm gonna keep the climb going and just kind of ease it left.
Perfect.
3 mile final.
As long as we didn't reach the runway, we can do anything.
Yeah,
Isn't this thing so smooth?
incredibly smooth.
I mean,
Yeah.
French Valley traffic, medevac emergency 285, we're passing.
What's your job? 135 minute please on the east side of Lake Skinner at 4,500. We're doing a slow flight and power on and off stall.
I mean, when you look again, we're like $6 grand. I mean,
Right.
amazing.
Taxi from the FBO.
And we don't have airspace above us.
No,
Do
we're
we?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine. So there's the miscomp.
We've got a miscompare
So
there.
if you look, okay, it loses the wind data when it does that.
I have wind data over here.
Oh, that's interesting because I just see.
There, it just did a realign. That's interesting. Yeah, we need to look into why it's doing that.
French Valley 9 Archery, short final, 36, close traffic.
We could level off. Do you want to level off?
Yeah, let's level off there. Fly around a bit, just feel it out. See how it's trimmed.
traffic.
Yeah, so we've got an attitude miscompare, heading miscompare, and yeah, Adahars 2 miss
That was true. And it gave us a.
And I do have the cards.
Oh, cool.
And so we're logging data right now.
That's perfect. Sometimes. Who installed the magnetometer?
Steve.
Then it should be perfect.
Well, this side, I mean, we calibrated the system, and this side is rock solid. It's something with
this ARs.
Yeah.
So when this one went out, that one didn't.
No, this one's been rock solid.
Perfect. I love rock solid.
Rock solid. More trim. So it's wanting to roll right.
Okay. So fly it straight, ball in the middle and straight.
Pretty close.
Yeah, but they're not perfect.
Definitely requires C.
Okay, so fly straight with controls, get ball in the middle and straight, and then I want to look at the ailerons. Oh yes, please. Oh my golly, yes. Your airplane's nice and straight. So,
traffic, Cessna 172, X-ray, right downwind runway.
it's a problem when you're flying straight and the ailerons are like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Good, so
I'll get off from over the town.
well done on building your ailerons and flaps.
French Valley, X-ray base.
You know, if you think about it, you built this airplane, you got it in the sky the first time, and it is so close to perfect.
So far, there's nothing big.
Oh,
okay. Oh yeah. That's
Okay.
yeah, something wrong with GSU number 2.
Yeah, we'll find that out soon. It was a lot easier having a pilot fly the plane to fill in the paperwork. No roll tendency during a straight flight. I'm not ticking that off because we need to trim. Right up, so if you fly straight level and the ball's in the middle, are you needing to put much rudder pedal in?
I am not on the rudder right now.
That's damn good.
Just needs a tiny bit of right rudder.
No, your tendency in straight level flight, fairly good. Positive lateral stability control, that feels fine. Yeah?
X-ray, final runway 36, French Valley traffic, touch and go.
Certain things I'm just going to leave off here that you can check as you're flying them again.
Okay.
I'm not going to tick off EFIS full till we've done the ARs.
Okay.
We got both ARs, screen operation, correct screens loaded. Yes. You ready to do some flight performance testing?
Let's do it.
So, I'll give you these. We'll just do it in the order that this is in. Idle setting, 0 degree bank, clean, and a clean stall and a full stall, and we put the speeds in. Just do it.
All right.
Cool. We can do the stall warning later. Let's just get the flight performance going. I feel things like that vibration a little bit. It's normal.
All right.
And let's see what it stalls at. Remember, you won't have a stall warning, but you're fine. When it stalls, you know not to do anything wild. Just ease it forward.
Yeah.
French Valley traffic, Cessna 172, Sierra X-ray, final, runway 36, touch and go, French Valley traffic.
Good.
About 58.
Perfect. and then a full flap.
Okay.
Nice. I mean, peas in a pod. These things are to the knot, and it's like I can write these figures down before we do it, but we've got to confirm it.
Yeah.
Nice flying, Josh.
All right.
It's a pleasure to be flying with you, sir.
It's a pleasure to be flying with you. Anytime. You're a legend, man.
You're the legend.
What
I'm the old fart, man. I'm the old guy.
All right, we should be expecting a lower speed here.
Yep.
Keep the ball centered. $51.
Try that again. Try and get it slower.
$48.
Yep. You happy with 48?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean 48, 49. One more 30-degree bank to the left, and pull her back and see what she does.
Okay, with flaps up.
With flaps up, clean.
And that's at idle, right?
Yeah, idle, 30-degree bank, settle into nicely, just put it back and feel where it stalls. Of course, this is where people do funny things with ailerons and want to spin, but you'll be fine. If it is anyone else on there, I'd be having my hand near the stick, but I trust you.
Alright, we're at idle. Try to get it to stall. It's about 63.
Yep. Interesting, and the one to the right.
French Valley traffic, Cessna 1720 X.
There's idle.
Right downwind, runway 36, French Valley traffic.
Keep that ball centered.
Very nice flying. Call it.
63,
Yeah. That's for 62 there. Next power. Zero bank, full power, clean stall.
Okay.
And she's not going to stall, but get her to where you feel she's doing that, because she's not going to break away, because the power vector is just too overpowering to, you know. But
so full power.
Full power, and just fly her until you're comfortable. And if it spins, normal spin recovery.
Okay.
Not going to spin. And look at that. We're nearly 2,000 feet a minute.
Getting a little bit of a buffet here.
48.
48.
Love it.
We executed stalls, turns, full deflection on the elevator trim both ways, different power settings and speeds, and we even pushed over for VNE to check for control and surface flutter. These are just a few of the many items on the task-based checklist. We had an issue with the backup DC generator failing, but it turned out to be that the shearable drive between the generator and pulley is a little too shearable for this custom setup. So that's just something we'll continue to tweak. Beyond that, and needing a tweak on the rudder to nose gear rigging, the rest was just audio and instrumentation config stuff to fix on the ground. Feeling confident and blessed so far to have had very few squawks, we descended back into French Valley to get on the ground and check the plane out.
You happy?
I'm happy. Yeah, I think there's somebody landing runway 18. French Valley traffic, experimental Sling 101 Alpha Victor is entering the 45 left downwind runway 18. Will be a full stop, French Valley.
101, man.
101
Boom!
Alpha Victor.
Keep it fairly tight. Don't fly away from the runway too far.
Okay.
You know, he's still not out the woods yet. Prop fully fine, and undercarriage down and locked.
Indeed. All right, let's go flaps 1. French Valley traffic, Sling 101 Alpha Victor, left base, runway 18, French Valley. Flaps 2.
French Valley traffic, Cessna 172 Sierra X-ray. Left crosswind, runway 18, French Valley traffic.
Let's go flaps 3.
Perfectly
500.
Executed. We are on the right tank, so I'm going to keep the right wing high and a little slip right here.
Beautiful, done beautifully.
Come out of the slip.
Perfect. You fly like you've flown before.
A couple times.
And the first landing coming up. Yeah.
French Valley 7535.
All right.
Ecstatic.
Doing steep turns.
Brilliant. Well done, Josh.
Thank you, sir.
Peace.
We couldn't have done it without you.
No, you could have. Might not have been as sweet. But no, you've got a great team at Sling, and the guys have done a great job, and this is finally coming together, right, you know. After the first flight with successful landing with no oil burning, no rubber, no nothing except a slight smell when you kiss the tar so gently.
French Valley traffic. Sling 101 Alpha Victor, clear the runway. French Valley.
Yeah, really, really amazing.
You got that smile on your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our first test flight was an absolute success. This airplane flies so nicely. It needs a little bit of left aileron trim, so Jean added a teeny tiny trim tab underneath the left aileron to correct for that. Had a little bit of a right roll tendency in level flight. We did a VNE test, we did some stall tests. We had an attitude miscompare. Adahars 2 was giving us a little bit of a fit. I ended up disabling it through the VPX. It just basically pulled the breaker manually. Did that, and that allowed us to go ahead and test out the autopilot, make sure everything there works. We'll figure out what the attitude miscompare is. And now, before it gets dark, Jean's gonna take Chelsea on a quick test flight, run through some things, let her experience the airplane on this maiden flight day. It's a beautiful day here in French Valley, California, and our airplane has kissed the sky for the first time.
Well, you know what that guy said in your channel. No, I'm not any hitting on her. I'm actually taking her and your aeroplane.
This is a manifestation of that guy's worst nightmare.
Exactly. You'll have to make a little video special for him. Look at this guy. He's actually taking my babe and my aeroplane, you know?
He did what he said he would do.
Yes. You were right. Remember, we're going to turn earlier so that we stay in reach of the runway. Good. Anything goes wrong, I'll take over, but it's going to go fine. Enjoy your first flight.
Sure.
Chelsea Smith.
French Valley traffic, experimental 101 Alpha Victor, departing runway 18 for a left closed pattern over the field, French Valley.
I've been waiting a long time to hear you say those words.
Alright, flaps are set 1.
Okay, we're in good shape.
Have butterflies.
Good. Nice and easy, like you've done every day. Rock and roll time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it kicks ass, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, airspeed's alive.
Engine speed.
Okay.
There's 55.
65, small rotate, and there we go. Yeah,
Oh
climb.
my gosh. Holy cow.
As soon as we pass the end of the runway, we can do a left cross. There's no traffic.
Yep.
Beautiful evening.
We're about 5 miles out for runway 18, landing traffic permitting.
Good. You built an aeroplane and now you're flying it.
Alright, I pulled a little bit
So
more of the
let's feel
power
it.
out.
Let's just feel that we're going to check the trim because we put a trim tab on. Okay, do you see that? Ball is nice in the middle.
Oh, I had my feet on it. Referral?
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, just take your feet off. Okay, so still got a slight roll to the right. Not really, look at that.
Compare.
Cool. Okay, your airplane.
It's flying itself so nicely.
This.
Trimmed out very well.
They are beautiful machines. That's why we love building them and we love sharing them and I love this. And the fact that you guys are now Sling family members pull out is just
Prepare.
an amazing thing.
You guys
and
are stuck with us.
I hope so.
Wow. The sun is just setting over Catalina right now.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
Oh,
Get such beautiful footage. I'm so glad you flew today.
I'm sad this day is coming to a sunset. It's been one of the best days we've ever had in our aviation journey. And I know it's still the beginning, but it is probably the biggest. French Valley traffic, experimental 101 Alpha Victor, joining me left downwind runway 18, French Valley. All right, they're passing under our wing now.
Excellent.
We're within flap range. I can do the first notch
Yes,
if you agree.
sure thing, yep.
All right, first notch is coming in. I feel them
French Valley
extending
traffic,
evenly.
experimental 6, Tango Whiskey, line at runway 18, French Valley.
So you got someone lining up and waiting, so just accommodate.
French Valley traffic, experimental 101 Alpha Victor, left base runway 18, full stop. French Valley.
Prepare.
It's a bit of a cowboy place, so watch out for. Go to accommodate.
French Valley
300.
traffic, 101 Alpha Victor, short final runway 18, full stop. French Valley. All right, we're at 75.
200.
French Valley, Cherokee 631 Hotel, clear of Alpha 3, taxi back to 18.
Okay, just
100.
keep it nice and tidy, and you're going to be perfect. You're doing good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh!
French Valley traffic,
Nice
experimental
landing.
6, Tango Whiskey, turning right crosswind, climbing to 2,000 feet, French Valley.
Wow, well that was a perfectly successful first day of
beautiful.
phase 1 flying. So we can have a little celebratory evening.
I could have tears right now.
Good.
Oh my gosh.
Landing just at sunset, test flight number 2 is in the book as another success. A celebratory dinner is in order with Jean and his wife Michelle for bringing this project not yet to completion, but to its final chapter. The following morning, I took one more flight with Jean to verify that our fixes from the night before indeed solved some of the squawks. With about 3 hours on the plane so far, he cleared Chelsea and I to complete the remaining 7 hours of Phase 1 on our own.
And we want to go full nose up trim and note what speed it is. It can be no more than 80 knots. It's going to do an oscillation here. It can't settle in more than 80 knots. This is what elevator trim is designed to do. It finds a speed, it trims for a speed. 67.
We noted little things here and there as we worked through the checklist, and entirely flew the test cards a total of 3 times. At the 10th hour, and after several successful cycles and inspections, we declared this airplane has satisfactorily completed Phase 1 test flying.
It's a big deal.
She is done with Phase 1 test flying. Brand new airplane.
That went all so well, so
Went
smoothly.
Very smoothly. Extremely smoothly.
The logbook entry has been made.
We flew the plane back to Torrance and spent the next several days flying like crazy, mainly within glide of the Torrance airport, eliminating minor squawks, dialing in the rudder trim, and just reflecting on the reality of where we've come. Peering down at Catalina Island, remembering the day we flew slings for the first time, and now we're circling in our own sling. Custom built for our missions. We reached 25 successful hours on the engine. The maintenance team walked us through the first oil change and oil sample. And after a post-maintenance run-up and a 2-hour test flight, this chapter of our story is coming to an end.
Have a good Christmas.
Happy Christmas!
Plane 101 Alpha Victor Torrance ground cleared to El Paso Airport via fly runway heading. Intercept the LAX 170 degree rail to limbo. Then Victor 64, Steel Beach, then is filed. Climb maintain 3000, expect 1000 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.3, squawk 7646.
Sling 1 Alpha Victor, cleared direct Seal Beach.
Direct Seal Beach, 101 Alpha Victor. Just hit direct, flight plan, Seal Beach, direct, nav. We'll maintain 5,000 for now.
You're so in your element.
This is what I wanted this plane for. IFR, cross country, we're going far, we're pulling the power back, we're burning like no fuel.
Oh my gosh.
Flywork 772, traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles eastbound at 5,000 at Sling. Contact approach on 134.9er.
134.9, looking for traffic.
It's December 21st, and we've embarked on our maiden mission. We're heading home for Christmas and to see Chelsea's brother graduate from Air Force basic training. This is where it all sets in. The turning of this page is something I've daydreamed about since I was 15. For the last few years, Chelsea and I have been on the move chasing opportunities, chasing gigs in cool places, and prioritizing the freedom we have in this stage of life. A couple of years ago, we slowed down on the travel gigs and semi-settled in Western Kentucky, closer to her family. It's amazing. Serenity and solitude. 4 distinct seasons, tea hangers available at the nearby airport. For now, at least, it made sense. And we've loved every minute of it. At first, I told myself it's just a full day of driving or an airline flight to see my family. I'll be fine. Until birthdays go by on FaceTime, or until you meet your baby nephew for the first time through an iPhone screen. Until you realize see you at Christmas is the only plan you've got. This airplane, this dream, started as a way to capture immersive content for this channel. It was a newer, faster way to see new places, go on grand adventures, and share those stories with all of you. I've realized that, to me, this means something far more than that. Regardless of where we end up, the sky just became the shortest distance between the life we're building and the people who built us.
United AT-13 checked in 27.1 to 7240, not to exceed 206 knots. United AT-13 Los Angeles Center, descend to the Rebel 1, runway 31 transition, Palm Springs, altimeter 3009.
It's not just faster is cooler. Faster means more weekends in Austin, or more random Tuesday dinners with either of our parents, and more afternoons flying with my dad or hanging out with siblings. That is what this means to me. It's what this airplane means to us. This isn't just the last page of this chapter or the last video in this series. This is the opening scene of the rest of our lives. That thought, that daydream, is what we held on to through the long days of the build and the late nights making this content. I felt a flood of gratitude sitting in the cockpit for the first time with Chelsea and taxiing out on the first flight. This is the starting gun for exactly the life we aim to build. – 2025 has been good to us. And despite it being what feels like the busiest year of our lives, I feel that we wholeheartedly lived in the moment at every turn. Every changed plan, every canceled trip, every major setback. We didn't let ourselves outrun the adventure that's happening right in front of us. The plane is done, and we're heading home for Christmas. We made it, and the turning of this page couldn't have happened without the support of all of you who've stuck with us through this 9-month build series. This is a wrap of our 2025 Sling TSI build. We also owe a huge thanks to all of the sponsors that made this project and all of this ongoing content possible. A list with links to all of them are down in the description of this video. We have a lot of content in the queue, but for now, our families are waiting for us on the other end, and the sky is finally short enough. This is Josh and Shell signing off from 2025. We'll see you in all of the upcoming adventures in our brand new Sling TSI, right here on Aviation 101. Until then, fly safe.